everyone to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great. And you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Wants to throw on third. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The Cardinals will have a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The offense set for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Discards a man. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, the ground game. Pirouettes through. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
The Hokies have it with a first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
All right, that's cool.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it worked. It worked good.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Alright.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's going to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
Open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they win.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays? Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
Yeah, and the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisville! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That's caught. It's Woods. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw under.
Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Swings it out to the flat. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses good. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Going up top on first down. Unleashes one. Working on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing. The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
21, Virginia Tech, 7.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Off he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing into second level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. After the run, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Woods. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it works if he can get the first down. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the...
He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on it.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. After just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, wants to throw. He finds his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Still on his feet at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Leaves it with the running back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense, and the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Louisville 28, Virginia Tech 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And the Cardinals will keep this drive going.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beltran. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On target to the left. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right back to the well. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. coming after it. Got rid of it just in time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Smashes through. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figure they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The receiver's telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum.
That nigga cannot shoot.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to
That's gonna be the reason we lose if we do.
That's some bullshit. Kodo want to eat with these damn halfback screens. Talk about cheese, bro. Shit's crazy. Good game though, Earl. He's not harder than I thought he was. Though. That halfback screen, I can't stop that shit. It's fucking cheese. He did that shit like 30 times.
Man, he spammed you with screens?
Yeah, and remember I just told you about that? I said him and Kodo, they do that, and I
don't do that 30 times, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Pull it up. It say your percentage on the play. I can't pull it up. It's on your screen. It's on your screen. I can't pull it up.
Go look at it. You saw it. You probably put the game that we played on YouTube. Go look at it. See how many halfback screens I threw.
You can look it up faster than I can. But I bet you it's like 60%. You call that shit a lot.
60? Why would I throw a halfback screen 60% of the time?
You do. I know you and E do. That's crazy. That shit's sick,
Yeah,
bro.
shoot it.
You ran that same play against me. You ran that same play against me the whole game. What are you talking about?
A halfback screen? I have never ran that play.
You ran that shit back. No, I'm talking about halfback screen. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that crack toss. You ran that shit back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
I really didn't.
Say you didn't throw the crack toss.